See 'em? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, everybody, it's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap. Thanks for tuning in to the... Do you tune this in? Do you tune in a podcast?
Huh?
That's for the radio.
It's on computer.
That's what you do on a radio. You
Yeah.
get an old truck, you sit out there, get you a cold one or two, bring you a six-pack out there, just sit there with the windows rolled down.
But isn't it on the radio too?
No.
But people say they listen to, I listened to you all the way. I drove down to Memphis the other day.
You could...
I listened to you guys there on the way there and way back. So he listened to it in the car on the radio is what he said.
You put the damn... Yeah, you hook your phone up to the car.
I don't want those
Bluetooth.
Don't want those two things together. That's not the way it's supposed to work. For me, anyways.
Folks, typical boomer. Folks, welcome to the Red State Update. You're pre-boomer, right?
What?
You're born in the Gilded Age.
Boomers.
What do you call the 1830s? There's a name for that one.
I don't.
Is that when you were born?
History. What?
Yeah, history.
Yeah.
You're the history generation. Folks, that's Jackie Bros sitting next to me. He is, of course, a grizzled old coot, a redneck hillbilly.
All right.
Any southern stereotype, unflattering stereotype southern that you can think of, Jackie is the embodiment of it, except for this. When you say the name Donald Trump.
Oh, hell with him. No.
See what happens?
No, I ain't going to. I don't think it's funny. You sit there. First off, I don't think it's funny. You run me down.
Yeah. No, that was funny.
Dress or old or whatever the hell that's to say.
All that.
And then you say that damn name after it. No.
See, that's good, right? That's enough to hang a podcast on, right? That's a hook.
What?
Old grizzled redneck coot don't like Donald Trump. Can you even imagine that? From Murfreesboro, Tennessee? How many other people you know in Murfreesboro, Tennessee don't like Trump, who are white and don't go to college?
There ain't many around here, I know that.
Hopefully more and more every day.
Well, I'm wondering how that you grasping at straws. Now, I mean, how do you defend? And I know they do. Well, actually, they don't. Used to be you'd go in there and say he's right or whatever. Now all of them are scared as hell, and they get the microphone in the face and just ask him point blank. They said, "Hey, do you think it's right for a president, to get help, get dirt on his opponent from a foreign government? Do you think is that good or bad?" And ain't none of them can say one way or the other.
Well, who can say what's good and what's bad in this morally gray Joker universe?
Constitution says. I said because I read it in the damn Constitution. That's right there.
Well, what does the Bible say?
The Bible says
see?
You're not supposed to lie.
What
That's
does Ralph Reed say the Bible says?
Ralph Reed.
Jackie, listen, when you talk to a Trump supporter who goes to church, there's plenty of Trump supporters who don't go to church.
Well, when I do talk to Trump supporter, I try to talk about something else. We don't talk about politics as a conversation ain't going to end up very good.
Throwing hands. What's the closest you ever got to, like, punching or getting punched when you're talking to a Trump supporter?
It ain't when, because I said I don't discuss that with the Trump supporter, and it don't ever get that.
Oh, Ellen DeGeneres over here.
What?
Listen, Jackie, let me tell you this. When you talk to a churchy Trump supporter, an evangelical Trump supporter, the ones that Ralph Reed says you got to submit to Trump. What's the name of his book? What was the name of his book going to be before they changed it? Like, Roll Over for Trump?
Why the hell you on the Ralph Reed book? I don't know.
If a Ralph Reed book, honestly, if you're Ralph Reed, your book should every page should just be go read the Bible, right? If you're like an evangelical, like...
You should feel guilty that you competing with it.
That's why I'm glad all the Christian bookstores are going out.
Well, they're going. All bookstores are, right?
Yeah, it's all
it ain't just Christian
most
bookstores.
Of them too.
Everybody on a computer. Yeah.
But if you say evangelical Trump supporter, how do you feel about Trump getting help from foreign governments? How do you feel about Giuliani and his henchmen running over to Europe? How do you feel about all that? They don't know about any of it.
No.
And then what they would say is, well, Jesus says that we're supposed to like Trump.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know why Jesus made the world flood, but saved 2 of each animal, and they got on that boat, and Noah drove them around. Do you remember that? Does that make any sense? No, but it's 100% true.
Yeah.
And this same Jesus, my Lord and Savior, is saying you got to like Donald Trump. Now, the preacher says that. Ralph Reed says that.
Yeah.
Billy Graham's son, he says that too.
Yeah. He said a lot of things.
They all say it, so I'm supposed to do it. Now, why did Jesus make Jonah get in that whale's stomach? That doesn't make any sense either, but it's in the Bible. It's 100% true.
Jesus come after that. That's the first part. I know he's still God, so part of him was there.
Part of him was there. So part of Jesus.
I think if full Jesus was back then, if he was not just part Jesus, he would have reached in there and jerked him out of that, whale's mouth and helped him out, I think.
He would have forgive the whale.
Yeah.
For eating him, and forgive Jonah for what was he doing? Swimming too close to the whale?
Something, whatever it was.
Was he on a journey?
He's on a journey somewhere. He was mad because a lot of things, bad things happened to him. Yeah,
I forgot a lot of this.
Well, it's been a while. I don't go to church often as I should. I'll be the first one to
because you don't want to hear Trump preached at you.
Well, no, I don't. I don't want to hear no preacher tell me that. I'm gonna get up and walk the hell out. That's what I'm gonna do. So what's the point of showing up to begin with? If somebody asks you all these questions, about, Giuliani and whoever these men are and why they're arrested and this Ukraine, that Ukraine, and that, just say, go ask Jesus. Or go home and pray hard about it, and you maybe get an answer.
That's why I don't think it's Jesus behind Trump. It's the devil. Because the devil's just like Putin. He just wants to sow discord.
Yeah.
Make you confused.
Right.
Old man, in his very last days here on earth, he could go to church. I'm talking about you, Jackie. He could go to church, beg forgiveness, and under the rules of the Southern Baptist Convention, he could get in right under the wire. You could be laying there dying by having just murdered and killed and stole. And you'd be like, in your last breath, say, I'm sorry, Jesus. And if you mean it, mostly mean it.
You have to mean it, yeah.
You got to mean it.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Well, that's what, before you go on the lecture chair. Like, if you mean it, then
they'll let you go.
Well, no, they won't let you go. You go to heaven.
Oh, yeah.
If you let you go. Hell no. Yeah.
I thought you meant there was a rule like.
No, you get to eat whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
And then, they kill you. But you can say before, you see in the movies all the time, the priest walking down the hall with them, like, trying to help them out. Well, in the way that they know how. Well, it ain't going to help them not die, but you know what I mean.
So Satan, just like Satan gets the souls of all those unsorry murderers that Tennessee puts to death, Jesus also has your soul.
Yeah.
Because Trump has come in and steered you away from church. Because you don't want to go hear the preacher preach Trump.
I don't want to. You talking about me? Yeah, no, I don't. That ain't.
That's the devil. The devil did
there
this.
Ain't nothing confusing to me. You said the devil tries to get in and confuse the situation. That's what he wants to do. I'm not the Christian that still says that Jesus wants a man who goes around porno ladies and did a lot of disgraceful things to women over the years, who lies every other word. I'm not confused that the Lord tells me to like that now, and that's what I'm supposed to like. That I don't have that kind of confusion.
We don't even have that on the list here to talk about, Jackie.
Well, a lot of stuff happened today. I don't even know where to begin.
The book about all the new accusations against Trump, like those are all new women, right?
Women,
like 43,
there's 60 something. I mean, you keep adding up. Yeah,
that didn't even make the list.
No.
So, Jackie, you're not confused.
I'm not confused. You're confused. And I guarantee you some of them.
What did I do?
I'm talking about people out there go to church and the preacher tells them to make sure they vote for Trump and they go home and have to think about it.
No, they're confused.
No, and I guarantee you some of them are you sure? Don't tell me there ain't been a few nights where you had to meet with the preacher alone for coffee or something, or have him over and sit down and talk to him. Now, explain, do I really? There had to be a few people, a few of them, not many. But I guarantee you there's a few. And of course, preacher said, well, yeah, I'm afraid you're going to have to support him, or you going to hell, or whatever the hell it is, or the country's going to go to hell, on and on and on.
Can you explain to me what happened today with Rudy Giuliani?
Hell, I don't.
So he's got two oligarch henchmen.
That Ukraine getting money from over there. We've already heard that that Russia was running money through the NRA. They had the NRA spy, the lady's still in jail. I know. It don't make any sense.
They're running money, the NRA. They're running money through all Republican, every elected Republican is going to come out and got money from these two.
You going to watch
Pete Sessions is the tip of the iceberg.
You better hope that you're a charity right now, because Republicans are about to give you a lot of money. They're going to have to turn around and take all that money and give it. I'd be on the phone with every GOP person sitting in office that got money from that man, and most of them did, I guarantee you. Those men. No, it's not those men. Let's just say it out loud. It's Putin. It is one man. All this stuff's connected. Go back him. These two guys are going back, getting money from, oligarchs in Ukraine that are buddies with him, that are, Ukraine, Russia friendly. It all goes back to him. You ain't telling me the last two things he did. This shameful, terrible thing that he's doing right now, sure, awful, pitiful way he's doing to the Kurdish people. I mean, killing them. It don't get more pitiful than that. People that died by, people gave their lives to help us out, take out ISIS, what he does. So he does this, and then the next thing he does, what did he pull out of the air treaty, whatever it is, so they spy on Russia? We ain't doing that no more. It's like he knows. Putin knows that Trump's been, about to get kicked out of office. He said, now you better finish up. They're going to kick you out if you better do this, this, and this. So about 4 more things. I don't know if I would have said that if it was just one of those out of the two I mentioned, but it's just paving the way for whatever Putin wants. If you blind can't see that, good Lord. So it is just one man. All these people's a piece of that. All come from the top, I think, yeah.
So you're saying everybody's implicated in the Russians. Turkey, Lev and Igor.
Well, it's setting it up for making it easy for him. We was the one over there sorting things out, and now Putin he's going to be controlling the Middle East best he can. That's what he wants to be, a bigger player on that field. And sure enough, Trump just gave him the whole field. It's all yours. Here, take it.
So you don't think that Trump is just so dumb that he just Turkey Man called up and said, hey, let me tell you what's going to happen. Trump said, let me tell you what's going to happen. And Turkey said, okay, I'd like to hear it. And then Trump just says some dumb bullshit. Biden, Warren, and then he said, okay, that's cool. Yeah, you're right. You're nice. You're good. You're a real good president. Now, also, I need you to bring the boys home and give us all them miles up there in Syria.
Sure thing. No, I ain't going to put that past him. Sure enough.
So it could be stupidity.
It could be stupidity, but I tell you what.
Cowardice, unable to stand up to a strong man, actual strong man.
Well, all of his stupidness is
susceptibility to flattery.
Is benefiting nobody more than Putin over there in Russia.
That's true. This is a lot of money for Russia to funnel in through all the Republican, the NRA. That's going to be the church. He's giving money to Ralph Reed. I wouldn't be surprised at that, because Franklin Graham getting a lot of money from Putin.
Yeah.
Like, check the back of your Sunday school booklets tomorrow. When is Sunday? What day is it? Whenever y'all go back to church. Is it tomorrow, Wednesday? Hell, I don't know.
Today's Wednesday. People at church right now.
It's Thursday.
Thursday? Oh, today's
God
Thursday.
damn.
Yeah, well, yesterday was when they went to church.
Shit.
Wednesday night. Yeah.
God damn you, Satan.
Watch your mouth.
All this confusion. I don't even know what day it is.
Watch your mouth.
What am I on?
What?
Do you know what I'm on?
What you on?
I can't remember all the last different things I ingested.
Oh, hell.
Anyway, check the back of your Sunday school books. It may not have come from the damn Southern Baptist Convention. It may have come from Putin's printing press.
Putin's printing press, yeah.
Basement. In a Russian basement somewhere.
Wouldn't be surprised.
What was the name of that strip club them Lev and Igor went to? The Tootsies? Was that it?
Tootsies. Is that what is it? Strip club? How am I going to know?
They were living a life, man. They were getting all that.
Clubs that anybody went to.
They were spending money all over Beverly Hills, going to Hollywood, a Kiev strip club called Tootsie's. That one of them owned, Igor Fruman owned this says in this BuzzFeed article, Odessa beach club called Mafia Rave.
Mafia Rave?
Do you think Giuliani ever went to Mafia Rave?
I don't want to care anything about where the hell he goes. What, they were sitting there having dinner with him and then got up to go. He's like, all right, I'll see you later. I'll meet up with you. Where was he going to meet? Where did he get a ticket to? He's about to leave the damn
He was supposed to meet him. I think they were supposed to meet in Venice. And they were maybe going to Frankfurt or maybe they were going to Venice.
But they weren't coming back.
They were not coming back. They had a one-way ticket.
Yeah, they were not coming back.
You meet a friend for lunch and you hop a one-way ticket to Frankfurt or Venice. Poor guy, I don't want to feel too sorry for these two, but they did have their last lunch as free men with Rudolph W. Giuliani. Everything they ate was covered in sweat and spit.
Okay, I'm going to get sick. No,
Sorry, fellers. So they were taking money. They were giving it to forming LLCs, funneling it to Pete Sessions, and it's coming out, seems like, other Republican committees.
Oh, we're going to find out where all that money went. You wait and see.
They were hanging out with Don Jr., Jr.'s friend, what's that guy's name? Tommy Hicks.
Yeah.
Runs all these, everybody around Trump was getting money from these people. But Trump doesn't know who they are.
They don't know who they are.
And then they were giving people money and saying, hey, why don't you, that ambassador sucks.
Yeah, get rid of, that's what they give money to Sessions for. Give him a bunch of money. Said, now listen, you need to get rid of that. What's her name? Levada Beach?
Sure.
Yeah. You need to get rid of Marie Levada Beach. You need to get her out of there. She ain't no good. Giuliani says she ain't no good, so go on and do it.
And it ain't because she's getting in the way of our corrupt schemes, and it ain't because she ain't helping Giuliani find out what Biden did.
Nothing to do with that. She just wasn't
doing
doing it.
Do you think any of them think Biden did anything, or is it they're just doing what Trump wants?
Giuliani wants it, or if Trump wants it, maybe Putin wants it. I get confused. I don't know.
Because it doesn't really matter. They just need to throw out things that make it look like somebody did
why
something.
Why are they doing all that? Maybe she just wouldn't play ball with him and trying to get the other, he's trying to get them to make stuff up. I'm tired of making it up. So now you got to make it up. Ukraine president, you figure something out. As long as you come out and say Biden did this, Biden do that, you'll get what you want.
We can have dinners. We'll give you a tank, whatever you want. We'll drop the treaty with Russia that lets you see and share our military. Oh, you don't want. Oh, that's not what. Sorry. That's probably going to happen anyway.
Yep.
Listen, Ukraine, you could be the Kurds. It could be worse. You could be Kurds.
Pitiful.
Like you would totally be Kurds, except Trump believes there's a server in you. Ukraine. Like, you would be getting curded right the fuck now.
All right, watch your mouth.
But
don't say it that way.
Because Trump believes there's a computer. I don't think he knows what a server is. So I'm just going to assume he thinks it's a desktop. He thinks there's a desktop somewhere in you.
What is it?
And
I don't even know what it is.
He's got to find that before he lets Russia take you over.
Pitiful.
Although it seems like he just let Russia take him over, and then Russia could find the desktop for him.
Speaking of the Kurdish people, if you ain't busy tomorrow between 1:30 and 4:30 in front of the federal building downtown Broadway, you might want to go down there and stand with the Kurds. It turns out in Nashville, we got one of the largest Kurdish communities in the country, and we want to let them know we support them regardless whatever President Dumbass does to them. We ain't going to abandon them. So if you ain't busy and want to get up ass up at the federal courthouse 801, let your neighbors know we support them.
When's that? Friday? That's tomorrow, Friday, tomorrow. October 11th?
Yep.
So if you listen to this Friday, Go on down there. If you listen to it after that,
you missed it. Yeah.
But call them up.
Yeah. Give them a call. Well, it's pitiful what they're doing. That's the one time I've seen more Republicans upset with the president than I've never seen before in my life. Never seen this. How dare he do this? I saw it's on Twitter's on Twitter's. Cheney's little girl, and they said, it's just impossible to understand why this president is doing this to the Kurdish people, why he's doing this to Syria. Well, think a minute before you run out of your mouth to say that. First off, y'all support him with everything he ever did. You helped pave the way for this. I'm sorry you may want to deny it, Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham asked me to pray for the Kurdish people, which I'm doing anyway. I don't need him to damn tell me. But just look at how all of this is benefiting Russia, Putin, and if you ain't seen that yet, there's something wrong with you.
I mean, they didn't fight with us at Normandy.
Well, no, they didn't,
Although I think technically that might not be true. I think I saw somebody say that the Kurds did fight in Iraq to take over a Nazi-aligned
they did some stuff in World War II, yeah.
coup. I think that there was an actual, British aligned, like a bunch of Kurds fighting to restore the Iraqi royal family, who I'm just going to assume that Iraqi royal family might have not been good, but I don't know. I'm just basing that on how most royal families are. But there was a coup that got rid of the royal family, and whoever took over after the coup was Nazi-aligned. I saw this in one tweet. I'm not damn hardcore history. I don't know if that's true. Somebody could just made a bunch of shit up. But let's just say it's true.
Put it out there either way. Well, even if it did, look, what is he saying? Only people that helped us during World War II is worth a damn? Because Lord knows they helped us over there, with damn ISIS. They laid down the line for us. So if you don't help us in one of the good wars, right, it don't count. I guess that's what the president's saying.
You can bring the boys home. Bring them home. Let's bring some boys home. Don't, say, hey, Kurds, I just got off the phone with Turkey, and he made some real good points, most of them reiterated by Putin, and we're leaving. We'll give you plenty of time, but it's this week that it's going to happen.
They're planning right now to
it's
start
your
bombing
land.
it, yeah.
It's your land, Kurds. I mean, come on. You fought with us, but it's your land. He is the worst to our friends, which doesn't make any sense. I guess because, Obama was nice to our friends because they were our friends. And so he thinks he has to be mean to them. So the only people he's nice to is, Turkey and Russia.
North Korea.
And North Korea. It's literally the people that are our enemies. Those are the only people he's nice to. I mean, Turkey's our ally, but our enemiest ally.
Yep.
Like a real enemy of an ally. When it comes to killing Kurds, at least. And that's what's happening now. So things are really going great. I didn't have, I don't know if there's a Trump bingo, but abandon the Kurds to an ethnic cleansing was not on mine. But smarter people probably had it. So enjoy your bingo, fellers.
Shameful.
Nobody even understands it. It wasn't the military was yeah, I think we can abandon them. Are you sure you want to abandon them Wednesday? Can we wait till third?
Nobody knew what he said. I talked to all the best people, and the best people being the president, of Turkey, because all the military leaders saying, "What the hell is he doing?" Hell, Bolton, Mattis, brave men. I tell you what, brave men. They left because they didn't want to have no part of this. They knew he was going to do that, so they left and kept their mouths shut about it. They didn't want to let the Kurdish people. They didn't want to scare them, so they didn't say a word about it. Still not saying a word about it. I think Bolton got a book now, right? He'll say some things. Why do these people cover for him? All he does is run them down once they leave. I don't think he picked on Mattis too bad, but he made fun of Bolton. Why all of them, McMaster, every single one of these people, if you think you could like just, I know he's an idiot. They ain't gonna bring me up. I can just skim past. No. Now with what's going on, it's coming down to you, Kelly. Every one of you gonna be sitting in there answering questions. So I would get on the phone with Washington Post, or all y'all get together, make a public announcement, and do it quick. Because if you ain't gonna do it yourself, guess what? Somebody gonna be dragging you in there, and they'll be making you do it. Put you under oath and tell us what the hell happened, what it was like with,
Was this story that Tillerson?
Yeah.
Trump asked Tillerson to get the Justice Department to drop a case against the client of Rudy Giuliani's.
Yeah.
Why? Rudy Giuliani is a handful.
He's mixed up in all. What do you think he's doing? Is he on Fox right now?
He's trying to rent a car and drive to Canada. He might be on Fox. I'm sure if he thought, he was like, can you get a hookup to Venice? How do I get on TV if I'm in Europe? I'm tweeting, I'm releasing papers. I got a Trump folder I did drawings. I'm sweating, I'm spitting, I'm ready to go. Can you imagine sitting on a plane? Just imagine if Giuliani did get on a plane. He's going to go meet him. I get to Venice. He thinks, listen, we're thinking about him like stuffed into a seat on an airplane, sweating and just the corner of his mouth white. But he thinks he's damn Matt Damon. He thinks he's running around Europe doing parkour. I mean, he thinks he's the hero of the story. He said it. Well, he literally said it.
I'm the hero. My job is to disrupt the world. That's it. That's what he's doing.
I launched into that thinking I was making a point that nobody had thought of. The main guy had said it out loud.
Yeah.
Less than a week ago, I think, and we done forgot. I forgot that Giuliani said he was the hero of the story. My God, today was nuts. We barely got through any of this.
We're right now going to go through an impeachment inquiry, whatever it is, to ask people whether they was telling the truth about what the president said when he himself said it on the damn lawn. Why?
How many times has he proved Marco Rubio wrong about China? Marco Rubio's like, he's just winding you up. It's just a joke.
He's joking.
It's a kind of joke where he's going to come out and insist it's not a joke for like 80 times.
Here's the question you're not asking, right, reporters, is Marco, bring his name up in the question, is Marco Rubio right saying you're just joking? And see how he answers that.
That would be, I would like to hear that. There's
not
a lot of things I want to hear Trump do, but running down Marco Rubio, that's still fine.
Today was kind of funny watching him get on the helicopter. Like, I don't know who these fellas are.
Who's Giuliani? It took him a second to remember Giuliani. Oh yeah, America's mayor. He was great in that show about 9/11.
Well, these men, he getting money funneling. And I don't know anything about that. You have to ask him. That's the last thing we heard about his other lawyer that's in jail right now. So Giuliani, this ain't playing out good for you. You have to ask him. I don't know about it.
How many lawyers? Being Trump's lawyer is maybe the worst. It's hard to say, but maybe the worst. Because these guys' lawyer, isn't their lawyer one of Trump's old lawyers, Dowd?
Yeah. He said, yeah.
They're not, Giuliani isn't their lawyer. He was just working with them.
With them. Their client. Well, the president wasn't sure. He said, there may be clients. I don't know. You have to ask him. Go ask him. Is he going to be indicted? Well, gee, I hope not. That doesn't sound too encouraging, does it there? That don't sound encouraging from the president. Because, if he likes you, it'd be hell, this is the DNC's coming after him. This is the deep state, on and on and on. Which, of course, it ain't, because the judge overseeing all this stuff in New York, somebody Trump damn appointed.
I mean, today it could be hope not. Tomorrow it could be deep state. And the next day it could be hope not again. Meanwhile, I mean, we abandoned our friends, the Kurds. That's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we could spend a lot of time just talking about how bad that is because
it's horrific. And children die. People get
the backdrop to all this is like a horrific slaughter. America going back on its promises. Then you got like subpar Sopranos ripoff show starring America's mayor. You got idiots texting each other about how they shouldn't be texting about all these crimes. Meanwhile, the president is mad at Fox News because of their polling.
Polling ain't looking good for him. If Fox News is saying 51% of the country want him not just to, impeachment inquiry. We want inquiry and then him get the hell out. That ain't looking good for you. If that's, if Fox is saying it, you ain't, he can keep cussing Fox. I don't see that changing.
He's running. Can he put Fox News in jail? Can he threaten, lock him up?
He'll try.
Fox News, Barr's talking to Rupert Murdoch. Is Rupert Murdoch still running Fox? I get Fox and Succession mixed up. I don't know which is which.
Murdoch still got his hand in that.
Okay.
He ain't handed it off to the kids yet. No, Murdoch and Barr are having secret meetings. Our attorney general's having. Can you imagine if Holder? We always do this, and everybody just shakes their head. There's no point in saying this, but imagine if during Fast and Furious, if Eric Holder was meeting with CNN, Zucker, whatever his name is. Can you never hear the damn end of it?
I tell you what, I feel sorry for Holly Hunter. Now, shit, I'm mixing up the damn...
Who?
Anyway, listen, he's mad. He's running down Fox News. He's threatening to throw them in jail. The president is running down Jeff Sessions.
Why is he still mad about that? Jeff Sessions, what did he say? An embarrassment to Alabama. That's
a long list.
I don't know where he's at on there, but...
you could do a Casey Kasem top 40 every week of embarrassments to Alabama. And Jeff Sessions might be in the top 10.
He's still mad at...
Jeff Sessions might be like a damn Lil Nas X of embarrassments to Alabama. So he does have a point. He does have a point.
He's up there, yeah. Hell, what we're talking about here, he had, like we said last week, he had Barr going around the country trying to get people to discredit the Mueller report, which you already beat. It's all behind you. You just shut up about it and go on. It's over with. That ain't enough for crazy president.
Sessions. Bad week for people named Sessions. Oh, wait, Lindsey, damn Jeff Sessions. When somebody reached out to Jeff Sessions, there was the ask him about the president running him down on Gorka's radio show. Because I guess when you abandon the Kurds, you have a lot of time to go on Gorka's radio show. Wasn't Gorka going around with Barr, or who was Gorka going around with?
I don't know.
It's hard to keep this straight.
All mixed up together. They're all corrupt. They're all stupid. It's just they're so dumb and they're so corrupt. It's just,
and you can't it's like a Reese cup. You can't separate them.
No,
I mean you can kind of try to chew the corruption from around the stupidity, but you still got stupidity in the corruption, and you still got corruption in the stupidity. It's still a Reese's peanut butter cup. No matter how you try to get your teeth in there and pry some of that corruption stupidity loose. So they called Jeff Sessions on the phone, some reporter did, or they emailed him, said, what do you think about all this? He said, I'm just enjoying a fine October Alabama day. I think it's 103 degrees in Alabama. Yeah. I don't know. Is it still hot down in Alabama?
I don't know, Emily.
This summer's never ending. It's apocalyptic. It's apocalyptic. We're living through interesting times. So people called Lindsey Graham up on the phone. We know he loves to talk to people on the phone. That's why he kisses Trump's ass all the time.
And that's also why Trump gave his phone number out that when he was running for president. He made sure everybody knew
Graham,
that.
I would not talk on the phone. I don't like talking on the phone anyway. Like, text me, email me. I don't need to talk on the phone. FaceTime, maybe. Maybe, if we're going to do a little.
All right. I don't even know.
You don't even know where I'm going.
I know it, but this ain't going to be good. I know you.
I was going to say mutual masturbation.
Shut your mouth.
I'm not Lindsey Graham. I mean, listen, if you had to talk to Lindsey Graham, I think at this point I'd rather watch him jerk off because at least that's different. Because it's not going to bomb Iran or Trump is good until we abandon the Kurds.
I don't want to hear about that.
It's the same thing for years and years.
I don't want to hear it.
You don't think it'd be better to just to spice it up a little?
No. Shut your mouth.
I would respect him more if he took it out.
All right. Shut your mouth.
I would respect... I don't want to see it. All
right, good.
I was trying to be all liberated and
somebody prank called him, right? And he said,
They prank called him, and he was like, yeah, Kurds. But who cares? Lindsey Graham.
Yeah,
Why are we even talking about Lindsey Graham? Nobody's ever been more desperate to remain relevant than Lindsey Graham.
Yeah, pitiful. I tell you who's getting some phone calls. This supposedly I read in the news here. They say it's Mitch McConnell. He getting up to upwards of 3 or more phone calls a day from the president.
From the president?
Yeah, and that's about what he deserves, I think. Mitch
Lindsey
McConnell.
Graham is going to be jealous.
It's about what I think anybody has to sit on a phone with that man for a period of time and do it again in the same day.
What's he telling him?
He telling, keep everybody in line. You sure everybody's okay here, this impeachment thing. You better tell them I'm going to Mitt Romney them. If they say anything, you better keep them all straight there. Lord knows what McConnell's telling him. McConnell's the one to watch about all this stuff, by the way, too. As soon as he thinks he may go lose some Senate seats, they'll turn on this man in a dime. If it's 51%, well, we had to get to 58 with Nixon, I believe. So once it gets to 58, and I heard yesterday it's almost up to 55, every day more and more about this going to come out, these cheap hoodlums and just ridiculous, corrupt, stupid things that they do, and that ain't going away. This is the iceberg of it. People trying to get away. We just saw the getaway part of it. We don't even know.
I got to say that this is easier for people to understand, and it does not implicate them at all. It's easier to understand than Russia showed you a Facebook ad and you got confused.
Yeah.
Like your grandfather turned racist because Russia showed them a Facebook ad. Like, that's not... I mean, I wish I could explain it away that easy. No, Grandpa he's a good man. It's fucking Russia that did it.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
But it's easy to understand because everybody watches Sopranos. It's easy to understand dumb thugs. It's easy to understand Russian thugs and gangsters. And it's easy to understand funneling money. Russia funneled money through these gangsters who set up fake companies to give it to Republicans. That's easy to understand.
And you're going to find out it's going to get easier and easier to understand every day.
It doesn't even necessarily implicate Trump. So you could say, I can't take any more of this. He just had he surrounded himself with a lot of bad people. He's just kind of a New York mafia. You can blame New York. You can blame the people around him. And you don't even have to examine yourself and your own complicity in his racist agenda. You don't have to think about his sexism and his rapes, and you don't have to think about the people he installed on the court to make sure that the patriarchy remains intact and we can control women's bodies. You don't have to think about how he's duped Christianity. You don't have to examine anything. You know what? There's just too many Russian gangsters around. You don't have to get mad at Mark Zuckerberg. You can keep looking at racist posts on there. You can just keep being your awful self and get rid of Donald Trump. And you know what? We'll deal with all this other stuff later. Am I being too Ellen-y?
Everybody, there's still Jackie Bros on here. We got a lot more to talk about before it's over with, but fortunately none of it's politics.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap. It's good to be here in the second half of the Red State Update podcast, the part where we, capitalists all, embrace Murfreesboro, Tennessee small businesses, and we talk about our local sponsors from here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Maybe you live here and you're like, where's a good store I can go to get a washing machine from? Or maybe you don't live here. You're like, I would like to hear about a town called Murfreesboro and the stores there where you can go to get a washing machine. Well,
right.
You're in the heartwarmingest part of that.
Yeah.
Podcast that we call ours, the Red State Update Podcast. This is the time for local sponsors. Before we do that, we spend a little bit of time telling y'all how you can give us money.
Oh, yeah. That's on, what is it now? It's
Patreon.
That's right.
Red State Update Patreon.
Yeah.
Go over to Patreon.
If you give us $1, we sure do appreciate that. But
what if you give us $2?
We're not going to turn it down.
What about $3?
That's fine, too. But I tell you what.
Hey,
if you go on up.
I got one more question. What if you give us $4?
if you give us $5, you get a whole nother.
Oh, and I guess $4 people just don't matter.
Well, if you're at 4, you might as well go ahead and get 5. But if you can't understand, no, I'm just saying you give however much you want. Some people give us more than $5, bless their hearts. But I'm telling you, here's all I'm saying. If you give us $5 a month or more, you're going to get a whole extra one of these talking things we do. And it's 20 extra minutes with me and him over there. That's what you get, a whole extra one. And also all the money helps, keep a computer running and the internet going and however all that works. It also helps do other one of these called Redneck Matinee, and that's where we talk about great Southern movies and movies that we love from the South.
Oh, we got a bunch of them in the hopper, Jackie.
Yeah.
What about Highballer? That's coming out on Blu-ray.
You told me that. That Blu-ray is what makes it look all new or pretty or whatever it is.
You think it's going to work on highballing?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah.
I think that comes out in February.
That's what'd you say, 4K? 4K?
You can watch highballing.
Well,
4K. These are curious times.
I don't know what, yeah.
You think we're going to make it to February to see highballing in 4K?
At least we got something to look forward to. That's it. That and Giuliani going to jail. Oh, I'm sorry. Not this part. We don't talk about that. There's no
politics zone.
No politics or crimes or treason.
Just highballing.
That's it. Well, that's all we're going to do.
So we appreciate everybody who gives us any amount of money.
Yeah.
And that's the God's honest truth. We do appreciate you.
Absolutely.
We've had a few more people signing up lately. We thank each and every one of y'all.
Thank you kindly, yeah.
And if you go up to $5 or more, you get that 20 extra minutes with Jackie and Dunlap, 20 extra minutes of us talking every month. Redneck Matinee, we're working on more of those. There's another podcast. It seems to have stopped at episode 50, 100 Ways to Love a Cat podcast.
We're affiliated.
We are affiliated with that one.
There's rumors that may be picking up again, or maybe, I don't know.
Hard to say.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Jackie, what do you want to talk about on 20 extra minutes today? Maybe we give people a sneak preview. We never do this, but...
Well, what did we not talk about? Sometimes we don't talk about nothing. And then, that's
we
nice.
talk about Rick Perry, how he used to be the dumbest one, and now he's like maybe like smarter than us. Or how about this? Oak Ridge boys seek to increase awareness of scams that target the elderly.
All right, that's them. What do you mean? That's their elderly, right? They're concerned somebody trying to rip them off.
I don't want to give it all away.
All right,
we got to save something for the high rollers.
All right, that's what we'll talk about.
Highballing high rollers.
Yeah, and if there's only just one of these you want to listen to, you only have to give us $5 that 1 month, right?
Sure, if you want to give us $5 because you want to know how the Oak Ridge boys are helping prevent the elderly from getting scammed.
Now, if you give $5 for 1 month, I'm just asking because I don't know how all this works. Can you go through and listen to all of those that we've done before? Go back and listen to all of them, and then the next month take off. You don't got to give no money that month, and just wait till you get a bunch of them stacked up again. Does it work that way?
I guess.
I didn't know.
No.
You can't, if you give them $5 and you get access to all the 20. Yeah.
But it's going to make us think, well, what in the hell did we say?
I don't know what I'm saying now.
So if you get on there, if you just want to listen to everything for 1 month and give us $5, we appreciate it. There's nothing stopping you from listening to all.
That's what I meant.
What?
You just listen to the one.
20 extra minutes?
You don't listen to, add that up. What's that, Mr. Calculator? 7 to 20 minutes, although some of them go longer.
Nothing's stopping you from doing that, but it will do a number on us psychologically. If you just do 1 month at $5, and we'll be like, so I guess all I'm asking you is if you do it, like maybe ease us out, like maybe do five. Oh shit, we're gonna need that $5 to get a new computer, I reckon. So y'all,
I don't know how that works. Why is that thing?
Y'all go over there and sign up. Yeah, why is it doing that? Do we need a new microphone too?
Test the 1, 2. How's it sound?
Oh shit. Should we cut this part out?
I don't know how. I think he quit doing it. It's all right. Now, turn it off, turn it back on. Is that it?
Folks, we need your help. Go on over there and help us out at Red State Update.
Oh, we thank you kindly. We appreciate that.
Patreon.
Yep. Thank you.
I'll give that money to any of the groups that Trump regularly terrorizes each month.
Yeah.
I don't have any recommendations for you, but if you're like, you know what, I'm going to give that $5 to damn Kurds.
They may need it.
I think if you do a little bit of searching, you can find some groups that could also use that money. I mean, you just heard what happened to us, but I mean, if it's Kurds or us, I mean, you just give it to the.
It's have you won't work that out. Well, I tell you what, I got a good sponsor, and I had this same sponsor last week, local sponsor, and I got it again. And I tell you what, people just went head over heels for this thing. This is Coley Christian Cinemas. Last weekend opened up the not the Joker. Now don't get it confused with the other movie, which I hear that did pretty good too, didn't it?
A lot of people went to say that Joker movie.
Well,
but this is not the Joker movie.
No,
this is Coley Christian Cinemas. What'd they do?
Christian Joker.
They made the Christian Joker. They use that Coley vision.
They take it and they make it the Joker say other things, and then they say this one was so bad they couldn't just put in the different words. They got local song leader, Wooly Spoom. He's a song leader over at Old Highway Post Methodist Church. They got him dressed up, and he looks like, we put the makeup and that suit on. He looks like a Joker. He does. Now, I went and saw this, and it was good. I liked it, but it seems like people really, really like it. I mean, I think, it's a good Christian movie. There's a lot of, the Joker does a lot of reading the Bible and discussing the scripture with people, and he does a lot of hymnals. He sings, and everybody knows Willie Spoon, how good he sings. He was good in Oklahoma. We saw him.
Yeah, he did 2 different productions.
Good in both. Got a hell of a voice,
but he's not. None of that's in the actual Joker, the real Joker.
No,
the non-Christian Joker.
This is a Christian Joker. That's what's in.
He doesn't sing in the real Joker or pray or. I ain't seen it yet, so I don't know.
I ain't seen that one. I seen Christian Joker.
I seen Christian Joker too. I can only imagine. I couldn't tell. You're right. When you put on a clown outfit, all clowns look the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell, like we said, when you see old clips of the Ronald McDonald's through the ages, I can't tell
which
from
one's
other.
which, yeah. They could be from different countries and things, because, they have Japanese, Ronald McDonald, they, come from all over, and they all seem the same. If they weren't speaking different language, I wouldn't know the difference. I wouldn't know. But Wooly Spoon, he does one hell of a job doing the joke, and I liked it. It was fine.
It took me a second to realize he was just wearing a Ronald McDonald outfit. I mean, it's on the way home, and you're like, well, I'll be damned. That's what he was wearing. And I thought, I couldn't tell him from Joaquin Phoenix, whatever little bits of him they left in there.
Yeah, it's good. It ain't got it's a Ronald McDonald outfit, but instead of got the McDonald's emblem, it's got the cross on it right there, instead of the M.
I'm surprised they got the rights to that. Like, it's a surprise they got rights to the Joker, but to get the rights to a Ronald McDonald outfit, I'm going to say they didn't. I think they're sneaking some stuff
I don't know about that. That ain't my place to say how they do the business. I just know that they're making good, wholesome entertainment, and I liked it. It was fine, but people really...
Because I thought they were working with Chick-fil-A from the poster down at the Chick-fil-A stops.
Yeah.
It looked like Christian Joker was eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich with the rubber chicken in it. That's what we thought last week. But I guess maybe it was them new McDonald's chicken biscuits.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. But
it's hard to tell. Once you take the meat out, it's hard to tell. It's just some bread and a rubber chicken.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's supposed to be, posters like that, they're supposed to get you in the movies. They don't have to make sense or nothing like that. Just get you in the seats. And I tell you what, if you want to see a good Christian Joker movie, I guess this is as good as you're going to get, I guess.
I mean, maybe it's good. I think it thinks it's better than it is.
Yeah, it does. I think, and that's not necessarily Wooly Spoon's fault, but I mean, I think it thinks it's, but other people think it, so that goes to your head, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't like any of them either.
But all the people are saying this is the best thing. I mean, it's really taking over Murfreesboro. People are just loving this thing. Wooly Spoon's really taking it to heart. I never thought of him as somebody being,
he's really into
full of himself or anything, but they said, sometimes when people do movies or whatever, they stay in the character. That sounds crazy to me. Of course, I ain't no actor. I wouldn't know how to do it. But if you stay in, you play that, even when the camera ain't running or whatever, when you at the lunch wagon or wherever you go, you still acting that way.
Still wearing that Joker outfit.
Yeah, but they say he's doing that now. Like, he's out, he ain't taking the makeup off, and I don't know if it's completely true, but I heard this the other day. And I went in next time I say I need to ask him. Of course, he won't answer unless you call him Christian Joker. So, But they said he went down to the courthouse and legally changed his name from Willie Spoon to Christian Joker.
Well, when we left Christian Joker and people were saying, oh, he better get a tuxedo ready. And I'll be honest, I was rolling my eyes. I was like, you ever go to church? And you're like, hey, you know what? I don't like his sermon. His sermon is stupid and kind of a copy of better sermons I've heard.
Yeah.
Kind of soulless, kind of a waste.
Oh.
Kind of edgy, thinks it's edgy, edgelord sermon. You ever been to any of them edgelord sermons?
I haven't. I heard about it. Edgy Christians. Yeah, they're just edgy. Like, that's who really, really likes this Christian Joker from what you were telling me. Yeah.
Like 100 better.
Actual
edgy sermons. And then the people walking out, that's the best sermon I ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on damn Rotten Sermons and rate this 100% sermon. I'll be like, you know what? You're the kind of person, when I hear that you like a sermon, I'm going to be like, I can guarantee you that sermon ain't all it's cracked up to be. I mean, maybe it's got some purdy points every once in a while, but for the most part, I'm just going to sit there and roll my eyes and just be like, I can guarantee you that dumb son of a bitch up there thinks it's the best fucking sermon he ever heard.
Watch your mouth. What do you got to say that
and I'm like,
for?
why you just ripping off sermons?
Well, this.
I mean, in Christian Joker, yes, there were actual scenes ripped off from the actual Joker, but aside from that,
he's also doing a lot of sermons in it too. Like he'll sit down and witness, and he does some singing, and
they had a whole part about like he was about to get a divorce from his Joker wife, and he was also a fireman Joker for a minute. So he's like ripping off other Christian movies, but you don't see, he's just talking about it, so you don't even see him go down a pole.
You don't rip off another Christian movie, because all of those movies are for one reason. They gladly lend a little of this, a little of that to each other, because they got the same purpose, they got the same point. It's just to get people saved. So sure, be a fireman, be this, be whatever. But I'm like you. I would like to at least seen him on a fire truck or something.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like that, he says, as Christian Joker, he's like, and then there was that time I went over to Bruce Wayne's house, and he was just a kid playing, and I witnessed to him, and I saved his soul.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Why didn't I get to see that?
Well, I want to see him go to Batman's house, too. So that's what I don't understand. I don't know. Even if it is Christian Joker, if you're going to have Joker, you should have Batman. See, it seems to me like Joker should be bad, and then Batman witness to him and bring him to Jesus, and everybody's good. Like, that's a good... But I don't make Christian movies. That ain't me. That ain't...
anything. And then when Batman's mama gets killed, they're always like, and then pearls go everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what? There wasn't one pearl. I'm like, well, that's just... Is that a twist?
I don't know.
Like, it ain't that good. Like, you'll never believe this. Like, he waited for a minute. Like, there wasn't one pearl. Everybody, like, people standing up, about to clap. I'm like, sit the fuck down. It ain't that good. This movie ain't good.
It's okay. It ain't the end all, be all a Joker or
I'll be honest, I'm mad at it. Thinking about it.
All right.
I had to sit through Christian Joker and all them stupid motherfuckers.
Hey!
It's the best.
Watch
Get Woolley Spoon ready for his Oscar tux, because that's the best damn movie. It's like, it ain't that good.
He's good in it. It's okay. Well, I think, this did get to Christian Cole. It went straight to their heads, and Willie Spoon, of course, why wouldn't it? Because everybody's saying how great. When people start telling you that, that's what you start thinking. But they learned a little lesson, I suppose, because this was so popular and so big, and they were lined around the block. Different churches were bussing in. They made a pretty penny on this, enough to at least change about, I don't know how many more movies and make them Christian. I mean, they could do that for a while on this, but it
doesn't take that much.
No,
honestly.
But you don't. But still,
you get some community theater dude in a McDonald's outfit.
Well, this they rushed it in. They just did, we didn't stop and think. They rushed it in real fast. Whatever they took a Batman Penguin movie, whichever one that is.
Oh, Batman Returns.
I guess whatever it is, and they made Christian Penguin.
They already made Christian Penguin.
They made it fast. Again, you said it don't take too much to do these, but they did. They
I thought
made
it would take more than a couple of days.
They made Christian Penguin, and they was excited about that.
Did Willie Spoon dress up like a damn penguin?
He's something in it. Yeah, I think so. I didn't see it, but I heard that they showed it to like a prayer group, like a test audience prayer group.
Sure, a Wednesday prayer meeting.
Yeah, and
test audience.
Yeah, and it didn't quite, didn't quite rise to the occasion. Let's say it that way.
Well, yeah, because they didn't take enough time on it. Plus,
well, it ain't that. It's what the people were expecting when you say Christian Penguin. They thinking they're gonna be a penguin witnessing the singing of hymns or whatever. And of course, it was little. Can you understand the confusion? And that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
you take these people away from Batman. I don't know what you're supposed to do with them. Sure, make them Christians. Praise God. Sure. But when you say Christian Penguin, that don't make as much sense as Christian Joker, right?
Yeah, I see where you going.
So
Christian
people
Joker.
They were expecting a penguin,
Christian Penguin. I think
they got a
spoon church on the ice and eating fish in there.
I'll be honest, that's what I think too. But
I think Jesus is the answer.
Well, yeah, he is.
That's what a penguin would say.
Yeah, but they wanted. What's that one little cartoon penguin where they sang and slide all over ice? And
Chili Willy?
Yeah, that's good. That's what people thought. Even if it wasn't a real penguin, it was, a cartoon penguin, something like that. But they did. That's not what they got. So people, but what they've done, since it don't take them too long to rush through these, they got that one penguin movie where the Morgan Freeman talks over it, whatever. He
Chili Willy?
Yeah, he ain't talking over it now. Now they're just doing Bible verses and everything. And changing that, and so it's going to be Christian Penguin, but it's going to be what people expect. Like, I think they changed the name to Real Christian Penguin, which that means, is he really a Christian? Is he really a penguin? I know it means he's a real penguin now because they told me, but I wouldn't know.
Is he really a Christian too?
I hope so. He better be. As far as when the coolies get done with it, it will be.
How do you baptize a penguin when it's all ice?
I don't know. I'm fascinated to see, though. I like penguins, and if you add a little gospel, a little good Lord talking in it too, you're just gonna make it a little better for me, anyway.
Chili Willy.
But get down again. It's good. It ain't the best thing in the world. Go down and see Christian Joker, and I guess it'll be coming before you know it. It'll be Real Christian Penguin. I'll go see that too. I'm looking forward to that. I like animals anyway, whatever they're doing, even the heathen animals that don't. I still like them too, but just on animal shows, animals don't have to be saved for me to enjoy it, but it makes it a little bit better, I suppose. So that's Christian Joker. Get down to see that, and as soon as a Real Christian Penguin opens up, I'll be sure to let all y'all know that. But Christian Joker, it's good. It's worth it's not the end all be all greatest movie of all time. No, it isn't.
Listen, don't watch Christian Taxi Driver and Christian King of Comedy.
Yeah.
You get all you need out of that.
All right. Well, Christian Joker.
Christian Hangover's okay.
Yeah.
But, you don't need... Listen, Jackie, I got a sponsor this week that I think you're really going to like.
Well, let's see about that then.
It makes sense now. I think I understand where Willie Spoon is coming from because he's got everybody feeling his head with you the best Christian Joker Coley Cinema's ever seen.
He's good. He's fine. Yeah.
He tries to branch out with Christian Penguin, and people don't understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
They just don't get him as an artist. I understand that.
Well,
I am misunderstood myself oftentimes.
Yeah.
So he goes down to the courthouse. He's like, I'm going to give people what they want. They want Christian Joker. I've been to Oklahoma twice. I did Christian Odd Couple at Murfreesboro Play Actors Club.
Well, they weren't divorced. Yep.
Yeah, they made him not be divorced. Okay, I get it. They want Christian Joker. I'll give them Christian Joker. From now on, I'm Christian Joker.
So he did. You've heard that too. He changed his name. Legally changed his name, Christian Joker.
And he joined the Gospel Ghouls.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember last week, we talked about the Gospel Ghouls, and we talked about, Jesus' skeleton and the hymn wolf and the scripture mummy and creature from the black baptismal pool.
Right.
Was there another one?
That's the only ones I remember anyway.
And now the Christian Joker.
Add him to it. Well, that's a hell of a deal if you see all them together.
Oh, the preaching vampire.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie, don't forget the preaching vampire.
Well, I
'cause he's
didn't
a
mean to,
vampire.
yeah.
He preaches, but he
So-
does it in that blah, blah.
That's just, overflowing with goodness. There's
It's too many.
too many things there that's all fun for Halloween for children. Yeah.
And he said, you know what, maybe we'll add Christian Joker to this. And with the overwhelming success of Christian Joker, he said, you know what, here's another reason for me not to take his clown costume off. I'm a Christian Joker, and I'm just as scary and crazy as all get out, and I love the Lord, and so here we come.
Far be it for me to let a vampire love Jesus more than me. I need to get in on that. Yeah,
Now, people
I understand.
think clowns are scary. He's also trying to do a little bit of It.
What is it?
You see It? I don't
What?
know if Coley's did Christian It or not.
I don't remember that one.
So, Jackie, as you know, Halloween's been getting more secular, more demonic.
Well, some churches don't like it at all. Never have liked it. They said, devil's not whatever it is.
Well, if you got a problem with the devil on Halloween being too devilly, call 1-800-GOSPEL Ghouls. And Willie Spoon, a Christian Joker, will send the Gospel Ghouls out, himself included. They'll get in a car. They'll come to wherever your Halloween is becoming too secular or too demonic. Now, some people said, well, what does that mean? Well, you'll know it when you see it. Jesus is the reason for the season, but not just Christmas. What is it?
Chris, what are you saying? It's Halloween.
What's the one that comes after that?
Thanksgiving.
And then
It's Christmas.
that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Jesus is the reason for that, all right, but Jesus is the reason for everything.
Everything in the world. There wouldn't be nothing if it weren't for Jesus. That's
All
right.
seasons, and
Holiday,
that includes
yeah.
Halloween
Well.
season. So when you're out there and you're like, this is too secular, 1-800-GOSPEL Ghouls. Or if it goes too far demonic, say, nuh-uh, nope, I'm calling the Gospel Ghouls, and they'll come out. Jesus' skeleton. By the way, Jesus' skeleton, there's been some confusion, but Jesus' skeleton is not the skeleton of Jesus.
No.
That went up to heaven with Jesus.
Right.
When he ascended. Jesus' skeleton is a skeleton he found when he was out there healing all the people, and it was so many he couldn't get to them all, and somebody didn't make it, and that's their skeleton, and he found it. He said, if only I could have. So he made it come to life and entertain the people and do some dancing. That's why Jesus' skeleton dances.
Yeah.
Nothing lewd.
It heals you as well.
If
Like,
it bumps into you
you
accidentally.
touch it, if he lays hands on it, sure.
If
But
it does a kick or
Yeah.
something and it brushes up against you. And Jesus even said, I should have had him just go through the crowd whirling like a Tasmanian devil, healing as many people.
Sure.
Should have made it help me.
Well, it's nice enough that he'd made some skeleton bones come to life and heal people in itself. You can't do everything.
Well, he's the reason for the season.
Well,
This is all found in the beloved children's book by Willie Spoon, Jesus' Skeleton. And you can buy those from Jesus' Skeleton. He's got a backpack on. He dances in the backpack. When he takes the backpack off, it's full of the book telling the story of Jesus' skeleton. You can buy that.
It's a nice for children. Yeah.
Sometimes they raffle one off.
All right. Yeah.
The hymn wolf, who howls and goes on like any normal werewolf, but it sounds a lot like some of your favorite hymns.
Yeah.
The scripture mummy just got it written all over him.
You look at him and read. He got the
It's like a walking Bible.
Yeah.
It's what they called him back in ancient Egypt.
And preaching vampire pretty much what
Blah, blah.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't got a good sermon for you today.
I mean, he says a few things from what you say, and he'll say, I'm going to suck your blood, but then it goes, then he'll preach a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, just to get... The thing is, you want to be a little bit of scary and a little bit of Jesus is here to save your soul.
For Halloween, yeah.
You can mix it all up. Well, it doesn't have to be one thing or another. You can be a little bit scared when Jesus... And then the creature from the black baptismal pool, when you get saved, you go into the spooky baptismal pool, and he'll dunk you and maybe hold you under for just a second.
Yes,
Like, okay,
yeah.
it's just... We're cool here, right?
He ain't gonna hurt you or nothing.
And then he comes up.
Don't concern people.
So-
People need to be saved. They need to be saved. Don't scare them. But I mean,
Children-
that makes it exciting for you.
Don't come up during the altar call thinking, okay, I just want to get saved so I can get dunked by the creature. Make sure that you understand what we're talking about. Because salvation ain't no fun Halloween treat.
No, sure.
You got to be old enough to understand what it means to invite Jesus into your heart and to be sorry for all the terrible things you're going to do throughout your entire life.
Yeah.
Now, you got to be a smart little kid. Don't just come up there just so the monster. It ain't a haunted house. It's a church still.
Well, it is kind of. It's
a little bit,
a little
sure.
bit. Not. That's not all it is. Oh, a little
It's
extra.
not all it is. It's also a church. Mainly, it's a church.
But around Halloween time,
well, there's a monster in the thing, and he'll.
You can have a little fun.
It's scary
on Halloween. A little scary.
And there's only one. They're only doing it one Sunday out of the month.
Yeah.
When the creature, so you'd have to just by chance get saved. Or maybe you get saved throughout the rest of the year, and then you're like, you know what, I'm going to save up getting baptized for the Gospel Ghoul. Pretty sure if you die, you're still going to go to heaven.
Yeah, well,
the baptism is just like ceremonial.
Yeah.
Isn't that the way the Baptists do it?
Well, yeah.
What about the Methodists? The Methodists don't even, they just sprinkle. They don't dunk it.
Sprinkle, yeah. That's all you do. And I would, if you're going to do it, I'd do full bore, get pushed under the water. I think is how you're supposed to do it.
Well, I don't see why getting a little wetter is going to hurt.
Well.
So, and with the Christian Joker on the scene, who knows what sort of nonsense he's going to get up to. You know, he laughs and he can't even help it.
Yeah. He laughs, speaks in tongues a little bit too. He can't, yeah.
He starts laughing and speaking in tongues, falling around on the floor,
so much, yeah.
Jumping over pews. You're like, okay, that's a little performative. They're like, hey, I'm the Christian Joker. What do you want? So that is the Gospel Ghouls. If you want to see Wooly Spoon, and this is probably the height of his celebrity. I mean, Wooly Spoon has always got a great voice, great song leader.
Yeah.
Very popular and pretty tame community theater.
Never like this, so he's
this is. I've never seen it like this. He can't walk down the street without people saying, "Hey, there goes the Christian Joker."
Well,
of course, he's dressed
up. If he took a makeup off, ain't nobody gonna know the difference.
Somebody said, "You know what? This is very much like the story of Green Bean and the Christian Vegetables."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had that suit started right away after a while.
They didn't mean that we were ripping him off. They meant just like take it as a warning. Yeah, that suit.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to Green Bean?
That's
nobody
right.
should go through that again.
Yeah. Take it off and wash it at least.
Yeah. I can't really remember that whole arc, but
it's a while back.
I don't think it was good. It didn't end up good for nobody, I don't think.
Yeah.
But this is the Gospel Ghouls. It's different. And the Christian Joker, that ain't a green bean. That's a clown.
Yeah.
So 1-800-GOSPEL-GHOULS. Maybe you just want Christian Joker to come by for an autograph sesh. He'll do it. He's wearing sunglasses now. He says it's because he scratched his cornea, but I think he's gone a little Hollywood.
Now, are they still having that thing on actual Halloween night? Instead of take your kids out trick-or-treating to go to Holy Halloween? They're doing that Holy Halloween thing. They're all going to be at the same place, right?
Yeah, they're doing it down at the parking lot of, what was it? It wasn't Hooters and it wasn't Toots.
Which one was it then? It's one of the two, isn't it?
Booties.
Booties? Is Booties still open?
No, it didn't last too long because they're like, oh, we have an ass-themed restaurant.
Well, that's what...
People like asses and people like restaurants.
But it was spelled Booties, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Booties?
Yeah.
I thought it was like baby booties or something on your feet. Which that ain't really worth naming the restaurant.
Well, they made the sign. It kind of looked like baby's feet and an ass at the same time. So it kind of, if you have
well, a lot of reason that place closed down. And good Lord,
yeah, it wasn't really because people are like, hey, you know what? There's no way I can't make money off of depravity and fucking deep fried food.
Watch your mouth. Now, Holy Halloween is happening in that parking lot, but Booties ain't open. You ain't going to do that.
Oh, it's still open.
Oh, I thought they closed it down.
Well, they just open on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Well, I don't know what day Halloween falls on, but...
It really doesn't matter. It's empty.
Yeah.
But they're like, well, still got the leases still. I don't understand how small business works. We've talked about so many businesses here in Murfreesboro, and like, so often, I'm like, how is that a business? That doesn't sound like a plan that's going to make anybody any money. Yes. So, like, I guess I'm an idiot.
Well.
So, as far as I know, Booties, Maybe they just didn't get the advertising. Maybe just by us talking about it, booties will start being really popular, which I hope does not happen on Halloween night, which I think is a Thursday. Because if you get a bunch of hungry ass men,
hey,
and a parking lot full of Christian children there to see the Gospel Ghouls,
all right,
that'd be fine.
Say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to Booties are still open on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
You seem pretty damn interested in when Booties.
No, I thought it closed down. I thought they didn't go over well or whatever. It only lasted for a little while.
You know what? Let me call them and see if they're open, and we'll run you by there.
I ain't going by there. No, I heard it just went out of business. It's news to me that they'd open on Wednesday or whenever it is.
Hello, is this Booties? Are y'all open tonight? It's Thursday night. They open Wednesday and Thursday. That's cool. Y'all got any business? Hell, we try to change. Who is this? Hey, girl, what are you up to?
All right.
You working at Booties?
All right.
Yeah, you are.
All right, I'm leaving.
It's Dunlap. Hello?